everybody, let's get into the top 10. So I have one honorable mention. Was going to do more, but I like to ramble, so I just picked one. And my first or only honorable mention is going to be Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi, Walgreens exclusive / EB Games exclusives up here in Canada at least. Really, honestly, from the neck down, he's just a clone trooper body with some slight modifications to fit his nice, soft goods. All he comes with is his lightsaber, but it's that face sculpt is fantastic. Mine is a little red in the cheeks. I have seen other versions that people have got of him that it's not so noticeable and it looks a lot better. So I may try to replace him in the future if I can find him, but that's proving to be a little difficult. But yeah, I love the Clone Troopers. This is fantastic. I love the fact that Hasbro went into the Clone Wars. So hopefully this means that we're going to start seeing more. So we have more to go with this guy. So here we go. Top 10. So number 10 is The Rise of Skywalker Rey with Dio. So I'm going to put Dio down. Rey, we need some female representation. There wasn't a ton of female figures this year, but we got her. And I think she is probably the best version of Rey that we have got in the Black Series. That face is just fantastic. Yes, it's all stuff that we've got with her in the past. Her staff, her lightsaber, her pistol, but now we get a backpack. There's the molding of a hood on the back of her there. Comes with Dio and a stand, so tons of accessories. So yeah, I just dig this figure. This is my favorite Rey out of all the Reys that they've put out. Who knows? Maybe we get a dark Rey, which would be awesome. But yeah, so she's my number 10. Number 9 is the Imperial Jump Trooper. Again, I'm a sucker for troopers. This one's no exception. The yellow, the gray just pop. I love the insignias on both of his shoulders. The dry brushing on his blaster pistol, so it's not just that stark black plastic look. The different molding on the helmet, the tubes, the jetpack. He's just fantastic. Every day I walk by my shelves, this one still stands out quite a bit. He did come with the Doritos stand, which I forgot to mention with the Clone Commander Obi-Wan. That one's an improvement. The stand that came with this one is a complete joke, which is probably why he's a little higher or lower, whichever you want to look at it, on my list. But he is still fantastic. I think I need to hunt down at least another one to have. So he's my number 9. All right, number 8. I'm not much of a prequel guy. I like them, but I'm original trilogy all the way. And number 8 is General Grievous. Not my favorite character. I don't know why. I think maybe, again, it's one of those things. You introduce a new character in the third film at the end of a trilogy. I don't know. That's just me. But anyways, it's not like he doesn't come with anything. He comes with 4 lightsabers. He comes with his blaster pistol. He's got his soft goods cloak going on here. He stands for garbage. Unless you blue tack him down, or if you figured out another creative way with nail polish or something else, but there's no peg holes on him at all. He is very articulated. I will give him that. The cloak kind of bugs me a little bit, at least on mine. You know, there's some stitching issues going on here. I still don't understand why the cape hasn't been sewn at the bottom. But yeah, that's him. I have virtually all the figures, so I can't not have him. He was pretty main in episode 3. So yeah. So that's why he's number 8. And he was also deluxe, our first offering of the new deluxe line of figures as well. So number 8. All right, number 7, still in the prequels, is Jedi Master Mace Windu, portrayed by Samuel L. Jackson. And this is just ridiculous. Like, holy cow. The likeness to Samuel L. Jackson is phenomenal. He's got the, I guess, updated Jedi body, if you want to call it that. It's got butterfly joints, which you can't see because he's wearing a soft goods cloak. Like, how long we keep saying, just give every Jedi a soft goods cloak instead of making me buy multiple Mace Windus for the cloaks to put on all my other Jedi, which I have done. Yeah, he only just comes with his purple lightsaber, but I mean, it's Mace Windu. What else does he need? I'm so happy. You get the soft goods, you get the lightsaber, the paint detail on the lightsaber is fantastic. Again, the face sculpt is fantastic. The articulation on this figure is fantastic. I don't know why I only put him at number 7 now that I'm actually recording this, but he's my number 7. Number 6. We're going cartoons, I guess. Star Wars Rebels. Chopper. This little droid is fantastic. Probably my favorite droid that we've got in the entire Black Series line. I don't have all of his accessories out with me because they're packed in his box, packed in my bigger boxes, but he's got an extra leg to make him actual match. He's got his rocket piece with the flame piece bottom, so it makes it look like he's shooting out. You can see like how many pieces open up on him. His little hand here, his other ones that come out of his head there. This is a nice one because you don't have to worry about just turning his head to drop the bottom wheel, this third wheel, like all the other astromechs, because you can just pop it out. So you can have his head in different directions and not worry about, oh geez, have I got his third wheel all the way where it needs to be? So yeah, so that's why he's my number 6. Fantastic little droid. Okay, so I'm going to take a pause for a second, and I'm going to bring out one of my disappointing figures of 2019. And it sucks because it is a female character. It is, I think, quite a bit original pieces on her. The face sculpt is really, really good. I just think the figure is very, very boring. And that's Vice Admiral Holdo. Again, I think from here up, I really enjoy the figure. From here down, I don't know. I don't know how they could have pulled the look off. I mean, they gave us soft goods with a little bit of the soft plastic look or whatever. You know, her blaster pistol is quite nice. She's got some rings on her fingers, her bracers going on here, but yeah, I don't know. Something about this one, it just looks like she's wearing like a purple potato sack. So, one of my disappointing figures of 2019. Okay, number 5, top 5. And this is kind of a redo figure. I never got the original one, and I think I need to get the original one now, just because of this figure. And that is Emperor Palpatine and his chair, and his 3 heads, and his Sith lightning fingers. Like, where have you been all my life? That's fantastic. This is incredible. I have a hard time picking what head. I think I've got his kind of face going on there. But I need the original so I can put the Sith lightning hands on that one, because he's just a big pylon and he doesn't do anything. I think that one would look fantastic. And then I got this guy sitting in his chair. Oh, and he comes with this cane. That's the other piece. But the chair alone is fantastic. The robe is nice. I do have an issue with the clasp once in a while, but it's not like I really bring him out for any exciting battles or anything like that, because he didn't come with his lightsaber, which that was a disappointment. Had he come with his lightsaber, I guarantee he would have been higher on my list. But as it is, I think number 5 is pretty respectable for him. And now that episode 9 is out, I kind of would like to see I'd like to see an updated robe version of this guy. Sorry, spoilers. I should have maybe said that at the beginning. Maybe I'll put it at the beginning of the video. Who knows? But number 5. All right, number 4. And this one was a bit of a surprise. He's kind of gone up and he's kind of gone down on my list. I don't know if it's just a nice send-off for the actor and the character, but it's C-3PO from episode 9 with Babu Frick. And this guy, I love this guy. This guy is fantastic. Let's put 3PO down first. So he's technically an accessory, but like you can move his waist, you can move his arms, you can put his little welding goggles down. Like, for a little itty bitty guy, he's got almost better articulation than some Black Series figures, like full size ones. So this guy is awesome. I love that guy. 3PO, I think we've got 3. I want to say 3 C-3POs this year. Yeah. But I think, and I'm waiting on the 2-pack with Chewbacca to come in, but this one I think is my favorite. Well, it definitely is my favorite. You know, you get Chewie's bowcaster, you get Chewie's satchel, and his with his ammo clips and the whole bit, because 3PO, if you haven't seen the movie by now, it's been out for 3 weeks or better, so I think everybody would have seen it by now. But so I mean, he does carry it for a hot minute, but doesn't do anything with it, which that was disappointing. But I mean, he's got the updated arms where you can actually move his arms. He's got that feature with his eyes, I think, because it's a little cold down here. His eyes are slightly red, like they do in the movie. You can take off the back part of his head, which I'm not going to do it. So Babu can do the reconfiguring, so he can pull the memories out of his brain. So yeah, he's good. I wish he was more shiny. They can do the carbonized versions. They should do a carbonized version of 3PO, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, this 3PO is fantastic. And yeah, that's all I got to say about him. Okay, we're getting into top 3. And I have a feeling, I don't know if people are going to guess or not, but so Disney Plus rolled out. There's a lead-in if there ever been one. And The Mandalorian dropped, which was a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, you won't hurt my feelings. Stop watching me and go watch it. All 8 episodes are out now. Sign up for a free week. If that's all you want is just see The Mandalorian, sign up for Disney Plus for a week for free and bang them out in a day, and then rewatch them a few times if you want to. Get your 7 days worth. But anyways, they're Disney Plus, and I'm not good. Yeah, I get nothing for that. But so the titular character, The Mandalorian. This would be the carbonized version. I finally got one. I didn't think I wanted one, and then the more I saw them, I'm like, I kind of need one. So I did manage to get one. Originally, I do believe he was a Target only. We don't have Target up here in Canada. Eventually, he showed up at Toys R Us, and you just couldn't get him. These are still almost impossible to find. I see on any buy and sell sites the white box version going anywhere between 80 to 120. Same with the carbonized, even same with the black box, because you just can't get your hands on them. So I have 2 out of 3. I've got regular version and I have carbonized. My regular version, he's a little weak from the waist down. So had I not got this version, I think he might have been up on my list, maybe in spot 4 or 5, just because it really bugs me about the joints. And I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of people, there's been some real big quality issues with him either missing some of his caps on his knees, or some of his shoulder pads aren't there, or what have you. But This figure is fantastic. If you have carbonized, then you get it. Like, I love the fact that it's a little more shiny, at least on the one piece of armor there, and his helmet. He doesn't look like this anymore, which makes me wonder that we're going to get a full Beskar version at some point in time. But yeah, so that would be my number 3. Just fantastic. Good articulation. Got his blaster pistol. You got his long rifle, which is phenomenal. I do wish they could have maybe done a soft goods tattered, throw over, but this works just as well. He's fantastic. I love this figure. Okay, top 2. And you're wondering, what could be number 2? Well, we're gonna keep going with the Mandalorian. And my number 2 is the heavy infantry Mandalorian. Paz Vizsla, I believe. I might be butchering that. I'm sorry. I haven't done a full review of this figure yet, but now you see that I have him. He's in my hands. I love this guy. He's big. He's bulky. He's deluxe number 2 behind General Grievous. He's just, very articulated for how big he is. His railgun is just ridiculous looking. It's so awesome. Jon Favreau does the voice of this character. We saw him in the episode, and then literally, boom, Best Buy US just drops him out of nowhere. Toys R Us up here in Canada, again, followed suit, but it was a week or so after Best Buy said, hey, look what we have. But this guy is fantastic. His railgun, his flamethrower, the jetpack. You can put his railgun on the side here so he doesn't always have to hold it. I kind of wish he would have come with his knife. Would have been pretty cool. There are spots that you could have probably put on there with him, but yeah, it's an incredible. I love the Mandalorian characters. I mean, honestly, if I can turn my arm, which I really can't, but you can see right there. I'm rocking some skull. So yeah. So this is fantastic. This just screams Star Wars to me. So that's my number 2. Gonna throw in another honorable mention into the category, and that would be the First Order Stormtrooper from, I guess, Rise of Skywalker. You're probably thinking, it's First Order Stormtrooper. We've had him since Episode 7, and we have. The only difference is you can bend his arm a little bit more, so he gets slightly greater than 90 degrees. This is what we should have got. I kind of understand the figure that they gave us what we were complaining about, but I honestly, I didn't need another one of these. I will say that his joints and his feet seem to be better than most of my original First Order Stormtroopers, because they topple over all the time. These are the ankles are so weak on them, and even the legs seem to be a little on the weak side, that they're constantly either doing the splits or just dropping over or what have you. So honestly, I think this was a waste of a figure. We didn't need them to do one of these. They could have given us an updated older Lando. They could have given us a Poe or another Finn figure from Episode 9. That would have been pretty rad. Hell, I would have taken an updated General Hux. But yeah, so he's another one of the not so good. So we're gonna do my number 1 disappointing figure of the year before we do my number 1 figure of the year, and that is this guy. Wet look, slicked back, Justin Bieber Stormtrooper. I hate this figure. We did not need this. How many Luke Skywalkers did we get this year? Quite a few, all with different versions of updated head sculpts. This is not good. We have a perfectly fine Han and Luke in trooper disguise with removable helmets. So again, this was a wasted figure. We did not need this one. His legs are bowed right out of the box. I've tried to heat them up. It doesn't seem to work so well. I've never seen a figure that was exclusive, whatnot. This came out for Toys R Us for us up here in Canada, that it went on clearance so fast. When it first came out, I think this thing, they were asking over $30 for this, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to like $18 or something, and I think it still sits around $18. So, I mean, you can army build with him, but they're short because he's a little short for a stormtrooper. So I just leave him with the helmet on, and I stick him in the background behind all my other troopers. So this one was just, we didn't need this. I understand the Jedi Luke was an update, much better. The Yavin Ceremony Luke Skywalker or Walker, fantastic, that's great. This, no good. So that's it. Okay, guys, this has gone on longer than I thought it was going to, but then when you're talking about 13 or 14 figures, there we go. But number 1. And I don't know if this is going to be a surprise to some, but my number 1 pick of 2019 is Ms. Cara Dune. So we're talking top 3 for The Mandalorian, so good on you. That's fantastic. I've had her since pretty well Canada. So for some reason, we got spoiled a little bit in the last couple of waves that came out, and we got them pretty early. And I managed to get my hands on her pretty early as well. And I've just fallen in love with this figure. Very reminiscent for me for the Jaina Solo figure, the articulation, the accessories, the look. That's not based on anybody. This looks like a mini Gina Carano. The tattoos on there, the hair sculpt, the armor sculpt, the articulation. I think she's the first person that actually gets a knife in Star Wars. But you can stick that down the side of her boot. She has her little blaster pistol. She's got her double-barreled gun that she gets from Mando. Spoilers. Sorry, guys. Anyways. So, yeah, her articulation is really good. This figure just stands out. All the Mandalorian figures really just stand out almost above the rest. Like that, the Mandalorian's really taken Star Wars by storm, and that's fantastic. That makes me happy. It breathes new life into a franchise that I hold very dear to my heart. So I look forward to many, hopefully new Star Wars things to come out from Disney's Plus, Mando Season 2, whatever. So yeah, so Cara Dune, my number 1 pick of 2019. So I did ask you guys in my top 5 picks of non-Star Wars figures to give me 2 of your favorite figures of 2019 that weren't Star Wars, and you guys just gave me all Star Wars. So, and that's fine. So now, give me your top, if you want to give me your top 5 Star Wars picks, do that. Give me 1, give me 2. Tell me what your most disappointing figure was for 2019 in Star Wars only. But you know what? This is my list. Agree, disagree, that's fine. That's not going to change my opinion on any of the figures that I've talked about today. But yeah, she's solid. Like they're all really solid, and it makes it very hard. Like, I mean, if there was a fire and I had to run in and grab a handful of figures, I'd be absolutely lost. I wouldn't know where to go. But yeah, at least I know if I keep all my Mandalorian guys together, I can grab those in one shot. So that's gonna do it. That is my 2019 Black Series top 10 plus 3 stinkers plus an honorable mention. I know there were other figures that were there, and some were very close. Clone Commander Fox was one of those for sure. The Yavin Luke Skywalker was up there. The Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker was up there as well. But hey, That's just what it is. So that's going to do it for me. Comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. It always helps out the channel. I will be doing at some point a wish list of what I hope to see come out, minus the figures that have already been announced for 2020, and also an updated collection video shortly. So that'll be probably my next 2 videos to come out. Plus I need to do the Heavy Mando review anyway. So there's a few things to look forward to. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys all have a great start to 2020, and we'll see you later, eh?